So in my last phone review, I'd actually talked about the lack of excitement in the phone industry and this trend for diminishing returns where year over year we have phones that are very similar. So that's why when a company comes out with a phone that seems very different or tries this new product design or tries new features that feel somewhat unsafe in the sense that it is a departure from your standard phone out there, then that gets me really excited because it just means that there is innovation still happening in the industry and people are willing to try things that others aren't. Huawei, again, has managed to get the tech community excited about their phone and certain features in it. And this year, again, it has to do with their camera. So the focus of this video is going to be more camera focused rather than the actual phone. What is up, guys? My name is Tausif Hussain, and today we're going to take a shot with this camera. No, that's not good. What is up, guys? My name is Tausif Hussain, and today, and it's time to give this a shot. Get it? Get it? Shot. Boom! Pun! And let me paint you a picture in your mind. Okay, now I'm just going too far. And let me capture your attention with this phone. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop. Okay, so let's first talk about the arsenal. The Huawei P30 Pro is sporting 4 different lenses. Firstly, we have the wide-angle lens, which is dubbed as the ultra-wide camera, features a 20 megapixel f2.2 120-degree field of view lens. This is now become a standard offering nowadays. So wide-angle lenses in the past used to be a special feature. However, nowadays, wide-angle lenses are pretty much standard on all the phones that are coming out in 2019. And for good reason. Honestly, I think wide-angle lenses are super important, and it really helps because considering the sensor size and considering the phones that we carry in our pockets nowadays, and we can't really hold them too far away from our faces, or we just want to get a nice wide field of view, having that wide angle lens really makes a big difference. Next up, we have the standard lens. Now this lens is dubbed the super spectrum lens, and it has 40 megapixels with f1.6 and it is image stabilized. Now the reason why this lens is called the super spectrum lens is because Huawei uses an RYB sensor rather than the traditional RGB sensor, and they're doing this because it allows a lot more light to get into the sensor, and that allows for better low light performance in both photos and videos. Now Huawei's boasting that this sensor allows them to get their ISO range all the way up till 409,600, which is pretty darn high. And last but not least, we have the zoom lens, which is the talk of the town. Now this is their new telephoto lens, and it features 8 megapixels f3.4 and is image stabilized. Now this lens is actually dubbed the Periscope zoom lens. Now that is because the optics, instead of going back into the phone, it actually goes down and it uses a mirror to face out. Now this is basically done to give you a lossless 5x optical zoom, which is pretty much the most you can get on any phone right now. Now the difference between optical and digital zoom is because traditionally you could go into any phone pretty much and then zoom in as much as you want, or at least until as much as the phone will allow you to do that. But a lot of that is going to be a digital zoom, and what that basically does is it uses software to kind of punch in on that image. And what you're going to get with the digital zoom is you're going to actually lose quality. However, with an optical lens, you're actually able to zoom in a lot farther, and it's not digital, right? It's actual lens optics that are allowing you to look that much farther. So you basically have no loss in quality with an optical zoom. Now, using the Periscope zoom lens technology, they're actually able to give you the 5x optical zoom, up to 10x hybrid zoom, which basically uses the 5x optical zoom, plus it adds in like 5x digital zoom, and it kind of meshes them together in order to give you a pretty good picture, which is quite usable depending on the lighting and the situation and the scenario. And in video, you're allowed to zoom up till 15 times, but in photo mode, you're actually able to zoom up till 50 times, which is actually quite incredible. I've actually been using this feature quite a bit. Now, I like, there's so many times where I just want to see how far I can zoom with that thing. So basically the job that I work in, I'm on like the 29th floor all the way up in downtown Toronto, and man, I spend my lunchtime pretty much just like the camera pointed outside the window and I'm just zooming in, checking out cars and other stuff. Yeah. And using this phone has actually been kind of fun because it feels kind of like you have multiple lenses in your pocket. So if I'm filming an event or just taking a picture of anything, pretty much, I have the ability to go wide. I have the ability to shoot at 40 megapixels if I plan on blowing this photo up, or even if I want to now zoom in and capture an event from a distance, like a live event or anything that's happening. The options are endless. All in all, my thoughts on this phone are, if you are in the market for a camera-first phone and your primary use of a smartphone is to take photos, to post on Instagram, or for whatever reason you just love taking photos with your phone, then I think this is the best on the market right now. Just the amount of flexibility you have with the different lenses and the way that the phone takes the photos and the high megapixels and just a lot that the phone does with the camera, I really do like. And I think this would be my choice if I'm in the market for a camera first phone. Now, that being said, it does have some downsides as well. There's still things like, for example, EMUI. It feels a little dated, honestly, to me now. I know with Android you can change the launcher, but I would kind of like to see some improvements with the actual software. And lastly, it's the display. Honestly, I wouldn't have noticed this until a friend pointed it out to me recently, and that is the max screen resolution on this guy is only 2340 by 1080. Now, this has traditionally been pretty high. However, phones nowadays, like especially the flagships that have come out this year, they have higher screen resolutions than that. But for the average person, in my opinion, you're not even going to notice it. I mean, it didn't bother me until somebody actually pointed it out to me, and even then it doesn't bother me. However, it's noticeable. Alright guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you liked this video and found it beneficial to you, then make sure you guys go ahead and crush that like button. If you like content around tech, gadgets, filmmaking, and lifestyle, then make sure you guys go ahead and smash that subscribe button. And also make sure you hit that notification bell so you can be part of Notification Squad. That being said, thank you so much, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace. Okay, can I stop getting messages because I kind of want to focus on this video. Opening up notes. Open up my notes. I'm oot in a boot. No, not now. Not new. Okay, better. Back. I'm back. It's me, Jeff. Okay. What am I doing?